Until 7 o'clock, Phil Daley, your presenter, and in the studio with me is Paul Jackson, the GP2 team boss of iSport. And on the line, we've got another racing driver who's going to be cruising around Snetterton racetrack this weekend. It's Shane Kelly. Good evening, Shane.
Hi Phil, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. And the reason we've got you on tonight is because, well, you're going to be driving in the Monoposto 2000 Championship, so Formula Renault 2 litre, and you're actually going to be driving for the University of Wolverhampton Racing. Just explain exactly what you're going to be driving, and more importantly, who's put it together.
Okay, yeah, we're round 7 and 8 of the championship, and so it's been quite a long year already. A correct year, it's the Wolverhampton University team, and we started the team early sort of October. Myself and Dave Tucker, who writes the course and motorsport degree, and basically we're going out with a proper team and a team that the students can get involved with, learn their trade in motorsport engineering, and we also run a former student alongside that as well. So we sort of cover all the bases with that.
The idea is really that the best way of getting up to speed as far as racing is concerned at the top end of the industry is to actually go and get your hands dirty with a proper racing team.
I think so, yeah. I mean, we, again, it's the early mornings. I heard Paul mention that earlier, the early mornings, and the passion to go out racing and learn your trade real time. So it's not, like you said, it's a Monoposto Championship. It's not a university championship. It's a proper job, and it's a shop window for good engineers as well.
Yeah, you've had some success this year as well, and it's taken, I guess, some of the students across the country and across the world. You were at Spa, Brands Hatch and Silverstone, but did some of the students go out to Spa as well?
All of them did, yeah. The team is completely based on the students. We've got myself and Dave go along, and we've got Matt Fenton, who's our in-house engineer as well, professional engineer. So, but the rest of the team is all built up with students. We're a well-drilled team, and they do their homework at the workshop and go out and do the job. So it's important they do and have that responsibility as well.
Yeah, there's obviously your life is in their hands to a certain extent, so exactly, you're obviously 100% confident in their work.
Definitely, and again, there's always room to improve, but we don't just go out and on a whim. We make sure that it's right in the workshop. We simulate all different situations with it as well. So and then we go out 100%, and that's the key. Good discipline and good work ethic. So.
Yeah, are many of them aspiring? We were talking earlier about most people who end up getting into the engineering side really wanted to be drivers originally. So do you get several people desperate to take over your job?
I think there's always a drive and passion in some of the guys and girls as well. So, but it's the guys who really sort of push on and do it are real big race fans, and know their stuff and every championship as well. So they know what they want to go into, or they're open to anything. There's a couple of guys who love NASCAR and want to move to that, and it's completely different to what we do. But again, it's still in engineering, and it's again they want to push into anything, I suppose.
Yeah, I think there is something similar goes on at the College of West Anglia. They've got several motorsport. I think they're BTEC, so a sort of slightly lower grade
Sure.
course, if you like, but still in with the same principle. And what are your prospects for the weekend?
We want to do solid points. We've been on a good run from Silverstone, obviously the winner Silverstone, and again that boosted us up to third in the championship, which was great, and we never thought we'd be there at this point in the season. So to get solid points this weekend, Snetterton 300, so it's a long circuit. We're the only Renault out there, which is always a bit of an uphill struggle as well, because we're slightly different than the Formula 3s that we race, and but we've got our advantages in that as well. So we're hoping for a bit of bad weather this weekend, and again, that's another engineering task for the guys to sort out a good setup in the wet, and we've given the feedback, and solid points, and it'd be nice to come away with a solid third in the championship.
Well, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
And I'm sure we'll speak to you again. Thanks ever so much. That's Shane Kelly, who is going to be racing around Snetterton this weekend. And it's an interesting way of doing it. And getting your hands dirty, you'll vouch for this, Paul, that is the best way to learn your trade. And we were talking a bit earlier on before we came on air about the amount of people who want to get into motorsport. And they've all got to try and find jobs when they finish their course. And that extra experience will put them in really good stead.
Absolutely, yeah. We have lots of people coming to us looking for a way in and get started, and we explain to them that it's very hard to plug them into our level straight away. So they need to gain experience in some of the slightly lower classes. And as you said, I think getting your hands dirty there's no substitute for that. And learning the hard way. And then once they've got a bit of experience, you can start to pick out the real bright stars coming through from that, and they'll get opportunities higher up the ladder.
We haven't got very long, so we'll have to get you a brief answer on